McDavid. Moves in, McDavid goes upstairs! What a goal!
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 32 of this NHL 21 Edmonton Oilers Franchise Mode here in Oil Country. If you guys have missed any episodes up to this point, make sure that you go up into the top corner of the video right up there. It will send you to a link of the entire playlist so you can get caught up on whatever you missed. Also, if you do enjoy this video, feel free to go down below, drop a thumbs up on the video. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm and drive more traffic to this channel. Also, if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing so you never miss when my uploads come out. We're on our way to 1,200 subscribers, and I know you guys can hit that soon. Anyways, guys, last episode we were eliminated by the eventual Stanley Cup champions in the Calgary Flames. They had a absolutely fantastic season overall, and just had a really good year. So there you can see Calgary won the Stanley Cup. We were the President's Trophy winners, but lost to Calgary in round 2. New Jersey also made it to the finals with the Prince Wales there. McDavid wins the Art Ross this year. William Eaves won it last year, so lots of Oilers in there for the Art Ross trophy. Brayden Point won the Hart this year. That's interesting. Ekblad with the Norris there. Point as well with the Lady Byng. Dimitrakos with the Calder there for Detroit. Patrick Laine wins the Conn Smythe. He did get the series-winning goal against us there in round 2 last episode. Vezina went to Gustafsson. Not much of a surprise, honestly. DiPietro and Poirier won the Jennings there with Vancouver. Lindgren won the Masterton. Columbus's coach won the Jack Adams. Oda won the Selke in New York. Point won the Ted Lindsay. And Hirvonen won the Rocket this year. So there you have it. Point won a lot more than I honestly thought he probably should have. I thought McDavid could have been in there for a lot more of those awards, but, great season overall from Brayden Point. He was fantastic, and unfortunately, guys, we are going to have to start making some moves here soon with this team as we head into the draft, but, as you can see, Brayden Point, 84 assists. That's just absolutely ridiculous. Led the league in assists. Krebs was up there too, but 121 points for McDavid is pretty insane as well. So, lots of big seasons from lots of different players. Zadorov was insane. My goodness. And obviously, Audette has just been fantastic for his team, too, in Boston. But, anyways, we have to get to, 1, some contract signings, and 2, the draft. So we got 3 days until the re-sign phase here starts. As you can see, we have a lot of big name players currently looking for extensions. So I guess we'll just go to all expiring. And we got a lot of guys we have to re-sign. I've kind of planned this out already off screen, guys, but I get the feeling that we are not going to be keeping Dylan Cousins around, even though he had a fantastic year, was over a point per game. At 28 years old, I just don't see how we can keep him, though. That's the one problem, is that, yes, he's a great piece for this team, but if he's going to be looking for $11.5 million, we just can't afford that. So I'm going to get the handy-dandy calculator out here, and we are going to get to work on some of these contracts. So Stanislav Goldobin, see, for 1 year at $1 million, we can do that. We've got $22 million in cap space at the moment. But the big name signings we have to make consist of Cale Makar, Darcy Moroz. That's it for players. Those are the big ones. Radislav Budaj as well, another name in there that we should pay attention to. But then Parbacker is the big one that we really have to pay. So I'm going to try to get him a 5-year deal here. He wants $11.775 million at 85% is still a $10.1 million contract. So we're going to offer him $10.5 million. So this is one of the big contracts we're going to toss out here, because Parbacker's been amazing for us whenever he's not injured. He has put up some fantastic numbers, got 124 wins in 203 games. Those are really good numbers. And, we drafted him as a first-round goalie. We want to keep him around here long-term. So, yeah, that's kind of the situation we are dealing with right now. I'm going to re-sign Barkov and Zykov to contracts here for the AHL because that's where they're going to stay. Tinen is not going to get a contract, but those were the big ones we had to get done. We just offered Goldobin a contract. Makar wants one as well, except he's looking at a huge deal as well. So let's see, he wants $11 million for the next 5-6 years. Okay, so we're looking at 10.95 at 85%. Is a $9.3 million contract about? Yeah, so we'll offer him $9.35 million for the next 6 years. Cale Makar has been fantastic up to this point, and we're going to hopefully keep him around. Darcy Moroz wants a 2-year $4.8, and again, we're just not quite going to be able to afford that, so we're going to offer him a $4.1 million contract for the next 2 years. He has been pretty good up to this point. If for whatever reason we can't re-sign him, then we might just promote somebody from the AHL. We do have Matthias Ottoson in there. We got Connor Bell. We've got a couple guys that I do want to get up to the league here over the next year or so. And I really don't think those guys are going to be all too expensive. But we do just have a lot of contracts to re-sign here. So, yeah, as you can see, lots of names that we do need to sign. So I think we are going to go with, let's see, who else should we sign? We'll definitely re-sign Carcillo. We'll get him a contract. Radislav Budaj doesn't want a deal, but I'm willing to offer him $2.75 million for the next 2 years. Zadorov's nice and cheap. Wesley's going to be cheap. Lots of these guys are cheap AHL players, which is what we need for the most part. So I'm essentially just going to re-sign everybody that wants a contract here. These guys have all been good up to this point and don't cost us anything really to keep around. So I don't see why we wouldn't keep them around. A lot of these guys don't have a lot of potential to make the league. The only guys really would be Bell and Ottoson, and maybe, actually, probably not Andreoff anymore. He was looking decent for a while, but he's dropped down to a low bottom 6 now, and I just don't really see him ever, actually making the league, which is too bad, but it is what it is. And let's see, who else have I not offered a contract to? Mann is a guy that we're definitely going to want to offer a contract to. If we offer him a 3-year at $1 million, I would definitely take that. How much does Dante Heinen want? Because he would be a good, second piece to keep around. But that's what we're gonna do for now for contract re-signing. Anyways, I don't know if you guys can see. I got the Oilers jersey on, Captain Connor. It is, yeah. Where is it? There's the C, Captain Connor McDavid jersey. So. Alright guys, so I've got my interviews done here for the draft. We're going to advance a day and we're going to get into, I believe, we already got retirement done, so we're going to actually get into the entry draft now. I'm going to kind of lay out my picks for you before we get to them, but I am going to make some trades too. That is the other thing here that we're going to get to. So what I'm trying to get done here is I'm trying to get 2 top 10 picks. Obviously, we'll be able to do that because we got Cousins as an available trade piece since we're not re-signing him, and we also have Vincent Guit. And, well, the main guy I'm looking at, even though he's not NHL ready, is Boris Coryuk, mainly based on that shoot and pinch system fit and being a defensive defenseman. He's got size, he's got the system fit. All we need is to develop him properly, and I think he's going to get the development he needs in our AHL system. I think we could cut his ETA time down to maybe even just 2 seasons, so by the 3rd year he would be in the NHL. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to him, and especially since we get through seasons pretty darn fast here. As far as other guys go that I was looking at, the next pick would be, we're looking at Spencer Roach here. Looks like a 1-year ETA. Got the shot, most likely a power forward. No, not most likely. He is a power forward. Never mind the 79 points in 68 games there, playing in the U.S. League. So he looks very promising. And then I'm looking at 3 first-round picks this year because Tommy Niittymaki, we could get into the league as soon as possibly next year if he has a good season in the AHL. And yeah, I definitely want to take him as well. The rest of these guys are all kind of question marks. I did interview a couple guys. This Sven Svensen looks actually pretty good. Same with Raphael Payet, 2-year ETA again. So yeah, there's definitely players in this draft. This guy looked interesting because he's at pick 200, but he had a 2-year ETA. So Brian Altschuler might be a very interesting pick. And yeah, anyways, those are the guys we're looking at. Hopefully we're going to get all of them. I am going to have to make a couple quick trades, but we'll get through that nice and fast to keep you guys entertained. All right, guys, so here we go. It is trade time, and let's see what we can get done. So the first pick I want would be the 3rd overall. I've got a pick lined up here with San Jose. I'd also like to grab a couple other assets. I want the 36th, and I believe the other guy was, yeah, this guy. What's his name? Roberto Wyman? I don't know. How do you pronounce that, guys? Oh my god, he had a season. 100 and... Oh, holy crap. Okay, so he might actually be able to make the team this year. That would be a good addition. Not going to lie. He would be really good. And I'm going to offer... We're going to go with the 28th. I think we're going to go with Vincent Guit. And then the other guy I wanted to toss in here too was a Goldie. Yeah, Hämäläinen. So I think that's pretty equal trade value. If this goes through, I will 100% take it. I mean, 128 points. 76 goals. Holy crap, this guy is a shooter and a half. Yeah. Jeez. Okay, so let's try to make nice. Okay, that trade went through immediately. I love that. So we get the 3rd pick. We get Roberto Wyman, who is actually sick. He looks like such a good player. He's going to be such a good player in the future. I'm going to try to make a deal here. So we're going to go with this plus... maybe we'll try the 39th. If we could get the 39th as well, that would be awesome. And then I'm going to offer Jude Brewer as well as Dylan Cousins. If that goes through, I would 100% take it. And no, rejected. Okay. Can I get... Hold on. I want to make sure that the pick line's up because I'm also looking at that Pisani guy, the goalie. If we could get him, that would be awesome. I doubt we will, but where is he at? Pisani would be pick number 67. Okay, we might be able to do this still. I don't know if Colorado's a pick there, though. 67. I literally just want pick 9. Oh, 67, 71. Okay, maybe we try pick 71. Just ask for those two, and then we'll try to swap pick 71 and trade up a little bit. So right now we got pick 3 and 36. I want to go with Brewer, wherever he is. Jude Brewer plus Dylan Cousins. Okay, if that goes through, I'll take it. And trade accepted. Gorgeous. Okay, so now all we have to do... The other trade I was going to make was with the Carolina Hurricanes to get pick 23, because we did trade away pick 28. So this deal was going to consist of... Look at how much Lavoie's grown. He's looking awesome. But we were going to go with 2030 first round pick, as well as Prince, and maybe we can get something else. I'm hoping so. Uh, 55 is not quite close enough. Okay, Barker goes first overall to the Kings. He's going to be awesome. Here. I can hear my Gatorade bottle just absolutely letting off some steam. Okay. What was I saying? Wes Barker goes first overall to the LA Kings. He looks like he's going to be a sick playmaker in the future. So what I'm thinking here is if I go offer trade, we're going to go to Carolina. If I can get pick 55 in this deal too, I would take it. I just totally went right past Carolina. There they are. Okay. So I'm going to try to get 23 and 55 from the Hurricanes in exchange for... we're going to go 2031st, and let me try 2031 third rounder as well as the 71st, and I was going to toss Prince, however you say his name. Marcos Prince, that's what it was, yeah. I'm going to toss Prince in there too. Or not, okay. Marcos Prince, please join the team. There we go. Okay, so let's see if this goes through. I assume it will, but I'm not certain. So, okay, trade accepted. There you go. So we get pick 55 as well. Things are looking good right now for the Oilers. All right, guys, so with the third pick in the 2029 NHL Entry Draft, the Oilers are going to select Boris Coryuk, even though I know he's not the best prospect on the board by any means. Like, Pettersson looks way better. Even Lamoureux, Omark, like, there's a lot of guys that look better than Coryuk, but from my past experience with taking high top four defensemen in the lottery, they actually usually turn out as long as you give them the time to develop, and that's what we're going to do. The Oilers are still competitive even without having Coryuk in the team immediately, and, you know, not great numbers, lots of penalty minutes, but I'm still going to take him just based on the size and the defensive capabilities that he's going to possess. Only 64 overall, though. That is pretty low, but I'm really hoping he can develop in our system, and yeah, hopefully we can speed that process up. So that was our third overall pick. Not exactly spectacular, and 82 rated Brian Pettersson. Penguins got a real nice player there. Great shooter. He's going to be sick. So yeah, that one kind of stings, but it's okay. The next player we're going to take here is going to be Spencer Roach. Looks really good. I'm hoping he's elite. Put up 79 points in 68 games and just a big power forward. So we're going to take him. And 75 rated, medium top six. Okay, so the lottery hasn't exactly gone our way. LeBlanc was a miss, and they take Vikland, who was another defensive defenseman, but he didn't really fit the system by the looks of it. So yeah, Boston should be happy with that pick. We're going to go over to pick number 23 now, and this is where we are going to take that, well, there's Morales, 77 overall. Again, just did not fit the system, unfortunately, but we're going to take Tomi Niittymaki, Niittymaki, I believe is how you say it. 2-year ETA. Again, looks like a pretty darn solid defenseman all around, and hopefully he will make the team eventually. He should. He's got the potential to, and 70 overall. Pretty decent player there for pick number 23. I will definitely take it. And we're going to move over to pick number 36 now in the second round. We see Newberry and McKenzie, two decent players there, both 18 years old as well, go in right at the start of the second round. Let's see who else was good in here. Rest of the first round, not so great after Niittymaki, so I'm glad we got him. Next up, we are going to take Raphael Payet because he's got decent puck skills and senses already and just needs to develop a little bit more. Had a pretty decent season, 44.66 games there in Rimouski, and yeah, listed as a gem as well. So he is a 70 overall, not bad. I'm sure there were better players on the board actually. Yeah, well, I get the feeling Saperkin's going to be decent, but over to pick 55 in round 2, we are going to take Vic Pisani here. Kolzig was nice. Yeah, he was a real nice goalie. Yikes. Okay, yeah, he would have been a nice pick. Yeah, did I call that, or did I call that Saperkin was good? Oh well, you win some, you lose some, right? So yeah, we're going to go down to pick number 67 here on the board anyways. And Vic Pisani, the only 19-year-old, or one of the only 19-year-olds we're going to take in this draft, and he is, 58 overall. 19 years old though, so not spectacular, but it's trade value, right? Can't exactly complain about that. So Vic Pisani, decent goalie. All right. So I don't know why I hit offer trade. I meant to hit sim pick. Oh my gosh, are you not gonna go back to? Oh gosh, the game is having fun with me right now. Anyways, over to pick number 92 now. Ooh, Guias or Guillis, however you say his name. Looks like he could be a really good goalie for Columbus in the future. Anybody else that was decent in here? Ooh. Jalen Boyce, okay, he looks pretty decent. Boston gets 2 big-name defensemen. Sinziger goes to the Sharks there. Doughty as a grinder goes to the Flyers. All right, some definite elite players in here. But yeah, overall, things are looking pretty good, I'd say. I think we drafted pretty well. So, up to this point, anyways. Next up, we're going to take a guaranteed low elite in Simon Brodeur, or Simon Brodeur, however you say it. He's playing in the queue and will definitely stay there for another year, if not 2, but hopefully he can develop more. 55 overall, not terrible. Also had 18 points as an 18-year-old, so he's looking pretty good moving into the future of, possibly being in the Oilers franchise here. That would be awesome, and yeah, looks just like a pretty decent player overall. So, anybody else good in here? This is why I don't like playing with Fog of Boars, because then you can't see who gets what. But another elite goalie goes to the Canucks. That's crazy. They're doing well in this draft, and that seems to be about it. Okay, so we are going to take a risk on Sven Svensen, just for the name mainly, but he could be an elite goalie too, so fingers crossed, and he is. Nice. Okay, so Sven Svensen, what a name. Might actually be a future goalie on the Oilers. We'll see if we hold on to him or not. But yeah, he looks really decent, and that's an awesome pick there in round... What are we in, round 5? Yeah, round 5. That's a great pick. So, over to pick number 188 now. We see darn nearly nobody go. Warner actually looks fairly decent. Weber was a half-decent goalie. Keller, not a bad pick there by the Penguins either. They get Pettersson and Keller, so yeah, 2 nice picks there. So yeah, couple good picks in between there, between our last pick and this pick. I think I'm going to take the risk on Altshuler here. That 2-year ETA, even though he is 19, looks really promising, especially in round number 6, and I'm just going to send that. That's a risky pick, but low elite too. What? What do you want? So in round number 6, Brian Altshuler looks like he could make the team as soon as next year. Just has to develop his skating a little bit more. His defense looks pretty decent already, so same with his physicality. So yeah, Brian Altshuler, great pick there in the 6th round. My goodness, what a steal he is, honestly. And then over to our last pick, pick number 220. I'm actually going to way the hell off the board here for this last pick. Because, yeah, it really does not look like there's much potential in this draft. So we could take a guy named Davis Coupland, who maybe he's related to Greg, but I doubt it. We could take Henrik Johnson, however you say his name, but instead I'm going to take Edgar Saad and see if he turns out. And he is a low bottom 6 playmaker. Nice. Okay. So all the picks were good except for Edgar Saad, which, I kind of expected he was a total shot in the dark. But honestly, I expected a lot more of our picks to be bad this year. So I think we got away with a pretty good draft still. So, yeah, we're just going to sim to the end of the draft here. And not many players really got drafted there that were good. But I'm happy with our picks still, even though the first round was a bit harsh on us as far as Coryuk and Roach go. Those guys weren't exactly how I wanted them to turn out, but that's okay. It happens sometimes, and not every single player is going to turn into a superstar right out of the draft. So the prospect development is definitely going to be an important part of this draft class actually turning into something, and I think we can definitely do that here in Edmonton. It's more just a matter of if these guys are actually going to make the NHL eventually. So there you go. That's the draft. Honestly, pretty good year. How you doing? Hi, Thomas. All right, so we are going to sim to the re-sign phase, see if anybody signs here. We got to re-sign some coaches too, which is another slight issue, but that's okay. We're going to re-sign Abel Rhodes because he's been awesome for us. Dhaliwal going to get his contract extension, and Para as a AHL head coach. He wants NHL associate. We're going to give him NHL assistant for now. And then I do not want to fire the coach. I just want to advance a day. And we got one scout on our team expiring here in Oliver Abb. And we will give him a contract extension. So, let's see. Greg Coupland and one other skater is about to become an RFA. Moreau's resigns. Cale Makar resigns. Aaron Coburn resigns. John Beach resigns. Connor Bell resigns. Zadorov resigns. Backer resigns. That's a huge one. Fenton resigns. Wesley resigns. Helms resigns. Mann resigns. Novak resigns. Robertson resigns. Andreoff signs. Budai is waiting on another offer because we don't have cap space anymore. Zykov resigns. Yosefson resigns. Barkov resigns. Coupland's waiting on cap. Spencer resigns. Ali Berthe resigns. Goldobin resigns. Okay, so we got just about everybody that I offered contracts to right at the start. Only about 2 guys that we didn't get that I wanted right off the bat. So, yeah, the team is definitely starting to get older. You look at a lot of guys are in their 30s now. The only guys that aren't are Lambos and Eves. So those will be kind of like our long-term guys sticking around here. Obviously, Gordy Sanford, an awesome piece too that we just recently picked up, who's hopefully going to stick around for a while as well. But again, that is all based on contract situations and us having enough cap space and so on. So, Coupland, I do definitely want to re-sign, but we just do not have the money right now. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to qualify him. I'm wondering who's actually getting money down here too, because I want Steven Roach in the team. We're going to offer him a contract to play in the AHL for a single season to start. And I want Niittymaki playing as well as, I think we'll go Niittymaki. Holy crap, we got a lot of guys here that we can sign into the team right away. I want Niittymaki and Koryuk and Altschur, so that's 3 defensemen right there that I want playing in the league, or in the AHL anyways, this upcoming year. So that is a lot. That is a lot of guys that I would like to have playing, but at the same time, I know we're not going to be able to get everybody. That might be the move there, honestly. Like, I get it, Zach Clifford was good for us. 18 wins in 32 games is definitely a good record, but yeah, we might have to move him just to sign more depth in this team. I'm not even going to lie. I would love to, not have to let him go, but that might be the move right there. I'm going to offer Arthur Beckett a contract, and I'm thinking we go Stanislav Zykov this year as the backup. That would be the move in my opinion. And then we can just let go of Tinen, move Zach Clifford. Although our team did kind of struggle last time that we had to, last time we had to go with a weak backup goalie, it definitely affected us. So the last time we did that, it was Tucker Tinen, I believe. So yeah, Tucker Tinen was not so good. But then again, Zach Clifford, we didn't have as many injuries this last season as we did the year before either, which was good, absolutely good. But yeah, let's see what we're doing with defense here. So we're going to go, obviously, Chitra and Makar. Those are our 1-2. Bouchard, Lambos, 3-4. And then I'm thinking these 3 are our 7th unit kind of guys. Like, they all cycle into the 6th role. With Goldobin, Coburn, and Mann. Those guys will all be in the league this year. I think I'm going to let Joe Longai go. We don't really need him anymore, so we're going to buy him out. The other thing I do want to do is get that actual shoot and pinch system down in the AHL, because that is seriously going to affect our prospect development down there too. So, yeah, the guys we want to get in are quite obviously, let's see, if we start at Wesley, we got 1, 2, 3, Niedermaki would be 4. I wouldn't play Zadorov as 5. I would play Altschuler as 5 and Koryuk as 6. But is Josephson defensive? Yes, he is. What about Wesley? Okay, Wesley's a 2-way, which is good. Niedermaki's 2-way. Zadorov's defensive, that's why he'd sit. And Stepniak's 2-way. Okay, so definitely going to sign Zubov as well, but he's not going to play either. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go Zubov for a contract. Koryuk for a contract. So that's 2. Stepniak's number 3. Altschuler's number 4. Oh, wait. Is Altschuler going back to... He is going back to Kingston. Okay, so we don't have to worry about him yet. But hopefully he will develop. And then Niedermaki's the other guy we're going to offer. So how many exempt? We have 2 exempt contracts right now. We're about to have a third one there. Okay, so that looks good for defense. On the right wing, Coupland and Roach, the only 2 guys I'm really worried about at all. Obviously, Yamamoto, Heaves, those guys are getting big money. Puljujärvi is expiring too, so that's not spectacular, but we'll deal with that when it presents itself. Sanford, Spencer, the only guys I'm worried about there. Salmonen, yeah, screw it. We can offer him a deal. And then at center, Budai's the only guy I actually want to offer a contract to, mainly because we want him in the league this year. That coupled with we really don't have a lot of money right now, we might have to let Budai go just for now, just to re-sign him essentially. That's all we're going to do. And then Findlay, I should definitely offer a contract to, just based on the fact that we have like no centers right now. So yeah, because if we keep Beach down, 2, 3, 4, yeah, it's exactly 4 centers. So maybe I want Connor Bell to play this year too. So Budai's developed though. That's the other thing, right? Is we know he's a good, reliable center that's won a cup with us. I swear he's been on the team when we won the cup. We won the cup in, what year is it? 2025 or 24/25 and 25/26. So yeah, these 2 years, he wasn't a huge point producer. He's gotten better as the years have gone on, but Budai was. We might be saying goodbye to him, which is sad because he's a great offensive and defensive player. He's a great 2-way player in general. But yeah, might have to let him go, unfortunately. Actually, yeah, we'll see. Because we're going to let Clifford go as well. That's the other thing. Is Zach Clifford, I would rather let go over a guy like Budai. Heinen, he's 33. I don't see him sticking around too much longer. We could re-sign him as a potential center and let Wyman develop. But honestly, he's good enough to be a 4th liner already. Yeah, like 3 years in the AHL, literally doubled his point production almost every season, and plus 73 is a huge scoring number. So yeah, Roberto Wyman, I definitely want to get in as a 4th liner as well. So I think that's it. I think we're going to advance to free agency, make the Zach Clifford trade, re-sign Budai, and go from there. Also get an AHL coach. That's the other thing we need to do. So not too much left in this offseason before we're good to just advance. Roach signs, Niedermaki signs, Altschuler goes back to the league. Same with Arthur Beckett. Salmonen joins, Koryuk joins, Stepniak joins. Finley goes back to Major Junior. Zubov signs. Okay, so we definitely had a couple guys just send her right back there to the Major Juniors, which is good. It's an extra year of development that we don't have to sign, but Para did not take our deal there. Okay, so I'm looking at AHL head coaches, preferably forward coaches at that. There's only 2 of them in here. That's not great. But that is the system I want to play. This guy right here, Pat Clark. He's a B- coach too, so that's actually really decent. I think I have to go adjust the budget a little bit. But if we can offer him a $700,000 deal for the next 3 years or so. That would be awesome. They updated our trade block, and that would see Kuplin, Zykov. Nope. I don't want to let any of those guys go. I would much rather be looking to potentially shop a guy like... Ribeiro is going to be in the team in the next year or two. I'm looking forward to him. I would like to shop a guy like Edwards. He's a big question mark as far as development actually goes. Same situation with a guy like, I would say Arvidsson probably. We have a lot of defensemen in here that probably just aren't ever going to develop, which is sad because like a lot of these guys do look really decent. And let's see, who else? I don't want to shop Coupland. A lot of guys I don't really want to shop, to be completely honest. Edgar Saad we could let go. That's all I'm going to put there for now. So, let me go to my operations budget and change this real quick. Gonna drop that down. I've spent way too much money on certain things and definitely not enough on others. Scout travel can go down, scout salaries can go down. Coaching budget can go right up to whatever we have. That's not good. So we might not have enough budget. I spent a lot on the arena this year by accident. Yeah, okay. Can we go like 30% on all of these? Oh no, I have to spend. Okay, I have to spend all of this, so that's fine. Alrighty then. So, there's a couple moves we want to make. First thing, we are going to go and find a trade for Zach Clifford, our goalie. What do we got available? 3rd and 6th, or 4th and 6th. Can I get something a little bit more than that? 4th and 5th from the Avalanche. Again, I feel like we're just making the Avalanche super strong a lot of the time with our trade offers. I would prefer to send him to Dallas. That would be my offer right there. Send him to Dallas. I know players aren't going to like that, but it happens. Trades get made. Players aren't happy. It's always the case. Brad Lambert wants $12 million. That's a lot of money. But a lot of guys want a lot of money. Newman made it to free agency. That's an interesting one. All PK lines is what he fits. Is this Pierre Volieu? Oh, it is. Oh, he's still around. Nice. I mean, he is also only 23, but honestly, not going to lie, he would almost be a really good defenseman if he actually fit our system. $1.2 million for Coupland is not spectacular. Anybody else that's going to be decent, but like $1 million? That's kind of what I'm looking for right now. Tucker Tinnin, yeah, okay. I liked how Tinnin played with us, but still just not the most spectacular. You know what? Stuart Skinner for $1.5 million would definitely be the move. I would definitely take that option. So that's $1.5 million out of our 3, which is not spectacular, but we'll make it work somehow. Budai wants a lot of money too. I'm willing to offer like $2 million for Radoslav Budai for the next 2 years. If he takes it, he takes it. If he doesn't, oh well. And maybe not so obviously, I'd like to offer Coupland a deal too, but he might just re-sign the RFA deal, which would be really nice, but we'll see. Let's advance a couple days. Just see what happens. Oh, Pat Clark went to Boston. He got an associate coach role. Jeez. Well, yeah, obviously we weren't going to get him for that. Crap. Come on, I wanted that. I wanted a coach like that. Okay, so we need a forward coach still. I think for right now we're going to go with Cavanaugh. I don't think we have enough money to sign him, to be completely honest. So we'll offer Cavanaugh and Healy both the same role. Hopefully one of them signs, and then we can demote them to AHL head coach, because that's what we need more than anything right now. And honestly, this might just have to wait for the next season too. So we got offered a deal for Coupland, which I don't want to sign. Okay, Healy signs. Skinner also signs. Budaj wants more money. So yeah, Budaj might be gone here, which is really too bad. But how much does Puljujärvi want? That's what I'm interested in. 7.5. Do we even have that cap space? No, we have 7.5. He wants 9. See, it's funny because there's no guys in here that are quote-unquote making too much money. They're all getting paid pretty well, equally deserved of their skills. The only guy that is a little bit on the edge is Evan Bouchard, but man, he's such a good defenseman, and he's put up such decent points for this team over the last couple of years too, that it's like I can't even say that he's underperforming. He's playing really well. So I don't know, man. It's just a very dicey situation. We're sitting right on the edge of a lot of guys' contracts expiring here, and we're just barely holding this team together still. So I think we got a great goaltending tandem. I think we got a great team overall, even without Radoslav Budaj. I think that Wyman kid is really going to come in and make a big impact here. Roberto Wyman. 128 points. Like, who scores that much? That is just crazy. But I think we go out, offer Greg Coupland a contract, because I would love to have him on the wing here. And that is our last guy we're going to offer a contract to, Radoslav Budaj. We wish you the best of luck wherever you go, whoever actually takes interest in you and your $3 million contract. But yeah, we're going to stick with a guy we know and trust, and is going to cost us a lot less in Greg Coupland. And he's also younger too. So yeah, hopefully Coupland does re-sign with the team. I'd love to have him. And I would assume this is kind of going to be it for the offseason. We'll just show the assembled team at the end. Cavanaugh did not sign, but that's okay. And hello. Coupland does sign. Beautiful. Okay. So I am going to go just change around our coaching staff a little bit, just to make sure things work out well here. So we are going to demote him to the AHL associate coach, make him the AHL head coach. And that should be good, I think. Yeah, the team's looking really good overall. So let's sim to the next season. That is it. We are good to go. And I'll be back with you guys when I'm ready to show you the team. So for owner goals, they would like us to be within $1.5 million of the salary budget. They want us to finish first in the division, get 55 wins, and have at least 6 playoff games. All right, so here's the lines. So guys, this is how the team is currently looking after all the moves we made in the offseason. We brought guys up, moved guys down. This is what the team is going to be played as for the 2029/30 season as we head into it. Really just an absolutely fantastic lineup. We did swap Roberto Wyman in. He's going to get a chance to play here on the third line, right in between Morose and Sanford. And hopefully he can do really well. He's a weird player as far as 97 acceleration goes. Great shot, great physical. And I don't get it. But he's also got 85 faceoffs and great puck skills. So I'm hoping he's going to be a really cool player. Put up some good numbers for us, but who knows. Again, Connor Bell going to be a rookie this year. Hopefully he can produce some good numbers. And Russ Ribeiro, fresh out of the WHL there in, I believe he was in Prince Albert. No, he's in Everett. Fresh out of the AHL, 98 points season, or WHL. 98 points is a lot. And hopefully that can transition over into the NHL and he can shoot up our ranks pretty quickly here in the team. That would be awesome. Good chemistry throughout this entire forward group too, which I love. And then the defense looks fantastic as well. This is possibly the best Oilers team we've had together this entire series, which is crazy to even think about based on the fact that we've won 2 cups already. So Ottoson and Coburn scratched there for now. As far as special teams goes, this is where I think the team is the best it's ever been. +5 and +3 on the power play units. On the 4-man power play units, just +1s, but it's hard to get +3s or more. So that is how those units are currently looking. And then as far as the PK goes, we got +1s on both the PK units, which is absolutely fantastic. And then our 3-man PK doesn't have negative chemistry for like the first time ever. I am super hyped for this team. I think they're going to be up there as far as the power play numbers go, and as well as the penalty kill numbers go. I think our special teams are going to be great this year. I'm hoping anyways, knock on wood, right? 4-on-4, we got these units set up here. You can just pause the video if you want to take a longer look at this. The 4-on-4 continued. We got Lavoie Yamamoto out there with the defenseman. 3-on-3, I'm playing William Eves at the second center position to keep McDavid and Draisaitl together, keep them scoring. But 77 faceoffs on William Eves as a winger is good enough to play him at the center for that. And then for extra attackers, obviously McDavid, Draisaitl, even though they are 32 and 33 years old now. And then obviously the shootout lineup. You already saw the goalies, and that is the NHL team anyways. As far as our AHL goes, not the greatest chemistry down there, but I'm really not too worried about it. The only 2 forwards we're trying to really grow right now consist of Fabian Carcillo, who I might actually move up the lineup if I'm being completely honest here. Unfortunately, he does not fit too well, so have to play around with that one a little bit. Actually, that works perfectly. Okay. So yeah, the only guys we're trying to grow are Carcillo, who looks like he could definitely shoot up quickly, and Spencer Roach, 18 years old, 9th overall pick. We definitely want him to turn out eventually. So yeah, those are the only forwards we're trying to grow. As far as defense, whole nother story. We've definitely put together a good system here. So I got Josefsson and Wesley. Wesley actually our highest rated player in the AHL at 80 overall. I don't even remember drafting him, to be honest. He's a couple years back there now in 2026. And he's turned out. He's become a very solid defenseman, great awareness, and decent shot too. So he's in there. He's the only guy that actually doesn't fit our system properly. Every other player in this lineup has like the proper system and scheme fit, as you can see there. So we got Niittymaki and Altschuler, both guys we just drafted, so 19 and 18 years old. We are going to let them play with that +3 chemistry, see if they can develop a lot. And then I've got Koryuk, who again, 3rd overall pick. We just drafted this episode, as well as Kelly Stepniak, who we drafted 2 drafts ago by the looks of it. We've got those guys in there as well, and +3 on both of those as well, so 69 and 72 rated. I'm expecting the team to do pretty well here in the AHL, especially with the goaltending we got backing up that defense there. 78 rated Barkov as a minor starter, and honestly, we could have played Stanislav Zykov as a NHL goalie this year. I made the mistake of signing Stuart Skinner, who we honestly did not need to sign, but it's okay. That is how the team looks. That is what we're dealing with, and hopefully both teams can kind of get off to good starts here in the upcoming episode. So anyways, guys, I think that's where we're going to end it off. I just want to take one quick peek at the draft class. And all right, looks like mainly forward dominant here this year in the top 5, top 6 anyways. And then the other question I always have for every draft is, where is the highest ranked goalie? 39, and he has shot way up. So Ernesto Binnington might actually be a pretty good pickup. in the upcoming episodes here. So anyways, guys, that is where we are going to wrap it up. If you did enjoy this video, make sure that you go down below, drop a thumbs up on the video. Also, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're trying to hit 1,200 subs. I know you guys can hit that. And also feel free to drop comments if you have any thoughts on the video, and even just supportive comments. I really appreciate those ones. And also, don't forget to turn on the notifications so you never miss when I upload. But that's going to be it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and see ya.